Can you believe these rusty old junk cars are about to become the strongest steel railway tracks?
Join me as we enter the world's biggest recycling mega factory to witness this impossible transformation. Every year, millions of vehicles reach the end of their journey, ending up in massive graveyards like this.
These abandoned machines are not trash. They are a gold mine of raw steel.
Heavy machinery works around the clock to move tons of scrap metal.
The recycling plant receives thousands of cars daily to feed its hungry furnaces.
Before recycling, dangerous materials must be removed. First, the tires.
Drill into the lowest point of the tank and allow the fuel to drain completely into a safe container. Batteries, oil, and glass are stripped away to ensure pure steel recycling. Glass is shattered and collected separately for recycling.
Now, only the steel shell remains, ready for the next brutal step.
This giant hydraulic press will flatten the car to make it easier to transport.
With 500 tons of force, a luxury sedan becomes a flat sheet of metal.
These flattened cars, or logs, are now dense and ready for the shredder.
The metal logs are carried up to the main shredding unit.
The Mega Shredder. This beast is the heart of the recycling plant.
In seconds, solid steel engines and chassis are ripped into confetti. The output is shredded scrap, clean, small pieces of steel. Powerful magnets separate the valuable steel from plastic and rubber waste. Workers perform a final check to remove any copper, which can weaken the steel.
The shredded scrap now arrives at the steel mill for melting.
The scrap is charged into the electric arc furnace, or EAF.
Giant electrodes are lowered to start the melting process.
Temperatures reach 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the car metal into liquid soup. Steelworkers monitor the temperature precisely.
Oxygen is injected to burn off impurities like carbon.
The purified liquid steel is tapped into a massive ladle.
This ladle holds 100 tons of liquid steel, ready to be shaped.
The steel flows into the continuous casting machine.
It cools just enough to form a solid shell, emerging as a bloom.
These glowing beams are the raw material for our railway tracks.
They are reheated to ensure they are soft enough for rolling.
The rolling mill. This is where the shape is created.
The steel is squeezed and stretched, making it longer and stronger.
Specialized rollers form the classic eye profile of a rail track.
The rail travels at speeds of over 20 miles per hour.
Every rail is stamped with the manufacturer's name and date.
The rails are moved to a cooling bed to lower their temperature slowly.
Cooling can bend the rails, so they must be straightened with precision.
Safety is paramount. Ultrasonic scanners check for invisible defects.
The ends are trimmed to ensure a perfect connection.
Holes are drilled for joining plates.
These rails are now ready for their new life.
Shipped across the country to build new infrastructure.
Special machines lay the tracks with incredible speed.
From a rusty old car to supporting a high-speed train. A cycle complete.
All right, just need you to sign right here on the manifest.
Sure thing. There we go.
All right, sounds good.
From a rusty scrap to the backbone of transportation, engineering is amazing.
If you loved this transformation, smash that like button and subscribe to Rising Story USA.